Hey guys, guess what? I'm back. It's crazy, right? I know. Sorry. School and a massive amount of demotivation basically just kershmacked me to the curb. But I mean, I'm back for now. Enjoy.
Oh, hi there. It's me, Tag. Sorry, I was just playing with Big Blue Chubby Panda in our giant Diet Coke can. Let me head down to the base so we can actually start off this episode right. How's it going, guys? I'm back with another episode. I believe we're on 22 now. I have some pretty big plans. We're gonna extend the farm hall, and honestly, that's actually all I have planned. I need to figure out the other thing I'm gonna do in this episode. I haven't really bothered to do it yet. But yeah, before we start on that farm hall situation, I need to show you, like I do at the beginning of every single episode, what I've done off camera. And this time, it's been quite a lot of very small things. Just a little bit of detail, I suppose. As you may notice, we have a big old green beacon shooting up from our middle area. And that is because I finally ended up moving the beacon to the correct spot. So now we have our beacon in the middle. It's no longer sitting above the water. This is where I've always wanted it to be. I actually do have a fair amount of extra space down here, if you can kind of get a good look at that. This is where I was going to build, but yeah, we have our beacon here. It's looking really good, and I think it fits in very well, especially with that lovely bit of green. It just adds some color to the base. Another thing you may notice is these nice looking birch signs. We have signs that show which hallway goes to what area of our base. So we have our east wing, the storage room, and farm hall. So we have our, our storage room and our farm hall. I have this. So this is the east wing, like I said. This is the southern wing. We have a super smelter. I think the way I'm going to continue doing this is by making a little staircase that goes down right there. And that's how we'll continue on this hallway. But yeah, this is our southern wing. Over here, we have our west exit. So this is the only exit currently. I'm planning on having more. And this is our northern wing, which is undeveloped. Yeah, I really like these little signs. I feel like they add a bit of character, a bit of detail, just to make it really feel like we actually, live here, and we do. But we're slowly making it more and more livable, I suppose. In our storage room, you may notice that I have been moving around our retired tools for a long, long time. If you don't know, I don't break my tools. I retire them when they become just the, edge of breaking. So for example, this is Preposter's pickaxe, and if I were to try to repair this boy, it would say too expensive, which is why I retire them, because I really don't have the heart to break any of my tools. I really do feel like up here is a great spot for them. It really overlooks our entire storage room. We spend a lot of time in here, so it's always good to have them up there. But I'm really excited for when these eventually continue to sprawl out across all of the walls. Another thing that I did off camera was I went to the nether just to find some nether wart as I was repairing one of my only mending tools. But as I was there, somehow I managed to get a grand total of 6 wither skulls. We have 6 wither skulls. So yeah, we are going to be killing 2 withers eventually. I don't really think I'm gonna do that in this episode because that sounds a little stressful, to be completely honest. But yeah, we have 2 withers to kill. But yeah, I do believe that is just about all I have done. So yeah, so I need to brainstorm. I know for a fact that in this episode we're going to build these 2 extra additions to our farm hall, which will soon be sprawling out over hundreds of blocks, going all the way down with every single farm in the entire game. But for now, we are going to build these 2, which is going to be another double farm. It's a double wheat farm, so we're going to make some wheat farms here. But like I said, I do need to figure out the other thing we're going to do in this episode, because I'm honestly just planning on building this during a time lapse, so it's not like it's even going to take up a bunch of time. So yeah, I'm going to do a little thinking, a little thonking, if you will. I'm going to figure out what else we're going to do, because this will not suffice for the only thing we can do in this glorious episode. So yeah, I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to do. And then I guess I'll come back with my master plan. Alrighty then, I have figured out, what I'm going to do in this episode apart from our giant farm hall. Right here is what we're going to do. I have been planning on making an underground animal farm for a while. I was kind of thinking I might want to do it above ground, and I was going back and forth, like, above ground, or should it be underground, or I could make it floating, or I was just going through a bunch of ideas in my head, but I figured that an underground animal farm would be best, especially because it will connect to our base. So here's my design. We have all 4 of the main animals that we could farm. So we have our pigs, our cows, our sheep, and our clucks. And yeah, it's a pretty simple design. You know, you have a little animal hole, I guess. This is a really good way of keeping them. They have a nice little area down there, and then some fake artificial above ground area. Some nice lights. Very, very simple, but very, very effective, I might say. So yeah, the plan for the episode is we are going to build our double wheat farm hall, and then we are going to build this lovely looking animal farm, which I think we're going to build in the little undeveloped section of our base, which I think I already showed you. So I'm not going to waste any time at all, and we are going to start off with a lovely, lovely time-lapse with our groovy time-lapse music of us building our double wheat farm hall. It's going to be a good one, so sit tight, and I guess enjoy. So yeah, it's time for our farm hall time-lapse. I'll see you later. Well, folks, it's done. We have now 4 full modules in our farm hall, and might I say that the wheat makes everything look really cool. So as you can see, we finished our roofs, we finished these 2 guys. It's very nice and lit up. They're all fully grown. I planted these off camera just because the time lapse had already been fairly long. It was like probably 2 hours of footage that I condensed into that time lapse. So yeah, I didn't really want to add an extra half an hour just by planting everything. But yeah, we are fully grown. We're fully ready to harvest. But before I do our first ever quadruple harvest, we're gonna harvest potatoes and wheat. I want to show you something. I don't really know why I did this, but I think it's kind of cute. I have random facts on the wall about the crops that we're growing. So right here I have 2 potato facts, and right over there I have 2 wheat facts. So I'm just going to read them to you because, I don't know, man, I feel like it adds a lot of character. It's so unnecessary, but it's totally like the kind of thing that I really enjoy doing. Potato fact number 1. The world's largest potato was 8 pounds, 4 ounces, which is actually pretty freaking huge if you think about it. A potato fact number 2. A potato was the first food ever grown in space. I'm guessing on the ISS. But yeah, first food ever grown in space. And I guess that's kind of referenced in that one movie where the guy's stuck on Mars where he grows potatoes. So that's kind of cool. Wheat fact number 1. A half load of wheat, so I'm guessing like a semi-truck maybe, can produce over 42,000 loaves of bread, which is absolutely insane. You think about how many pieces of bread that is, how many people a single semi-truck of wheat could feed. That's pretty crazy. And number 2, wheat was originally planted as a hobby crop. So I suppose when they first ended up planting wheat, I think I couldn't mention it on the sign, but I found this out. In the US at least, they first planted wheat as a hobby crop. So you're growing wheat like not for food or not for any of that, but just for fun, which I think is kind of cool. Without further ado, I think it's time. We're gonna harvest 4 freaking semi-auto farm modules in a row, and I think it's gonna look and feel very, very nice. So let's freaking do it. All right, 3. All right, wait. Actually, we gotta do a real countdown here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Boom. Come on over. Boom. Boom. And there we go. You can see all of the wheat coming down. The potatoes being harvested. My game is lagging profusely. But it's all going to be worth it. Seeing this basically free. This is gold. This is gold coming in. And we are already getting pretty stacked up here. Oh my gosh, that's so satisfying. That's such a satisfying moment. That's an epic gamer moment if I've ever seen one. Like I said, complete success. I'm going to have to replant. I'm going to have to get all these guys back in their right spots. And you may think that we don't have very much wheat coming in, but that's only because hoppers are a little wacky. And we probably have upwards of, I don't know, half a double chest of wheat coming in, but it's all in these hoppers, as you can see. We have almost a stack in each one. So yeah, like I said, like 3 times, complete success. Let's get on with the next thing that we're going to do in this episode, which is a good old-fashioned Animal Farm with a new twist. I don't think I'm going to do another groovy time-lapse. I think I'm just going to dig out the necessary space, and then I will cut back to once that's done. So I guess I'm just going to do a little countdown here, alright? Another countdown. I'm loving my countdowns today. Alright, it's going to be dug out in 3, 2, 1. And there we have it. We're dug out. We have a nice big old area for us to start on our animal farm. There was a heck of a lot of gravel in this, dude. It's not my favorite thing. I really hate digging when there's gravel above you because every 5 seconds, it falls on you and you're like, "Urgh!" Something we really need to do fairly soon is I need to make myself a bedroom because technically I live under the stairs. I have a little bed under the staircase like Harry Potter. But yeah, I really need to get a legit bedroom going. I think I have an idea for it where it's going to be like little glass stuff. I think it should look pretty cool, but until then, we're still gonna live under the stairs, which is a little unfortunate, but don't worry, that'll happen soon. We're definitely gonna get a bedroom going. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is my current sleeping situation. I literally sleep under the stairs, like Harry Potter. We definitely need to build a bedroom. Alrighty, we have our concrete, and I have most of my supplies that I need. I'm hoping that I have enough jungle wood to actually build this entire thing, because I'm really not feeling like going and getting a bunch more, but I think we should be fine. I don't know, we're gonna figure that out. First step into building our lovely animal farm is I have to build this nice looking little hallway thingamajig, which is always my first step when building an animal farm. I don't like skeletons. But yeah, so I just gotta get our nice little patented, it's not actually patented. I should patent it though. This is a good looking floor design. But this is our little floor design that I've been using for basically every single part of my base. If you can see it mainly right here in my storage room, just this thing. I'm gonna build this going all the way down. I always try my best to recycle some of my old stuff. Like for example over here, in my wooden decor, I, leave behind a lot of, stairs and stuff that I used in some of my other builds, but may not be using currently, and instead of crafting, I do my best, to just reuse stuff that is kind of just chilling in my chests, only because, if you keep on building and you don't keep on going back and using stuff that you haven't used yet, you're just going to get infinite resources, and you're going to waste so much time and resources because you're making stuff that you literally already have. Alright, I got my haste beacon going again because I am going to start the little digging of the actual animal pens in a sec. But before I do that, I want to get these guys lined out just a little bit so that I can have a better idea. Alrighty, so now I'm starting on these little, diorama things that they kind of just surround. So I'm just making these look like little hills. It's not really supposed to look realistic at all. It's kind of just for fun. I do think it's a fun little detail. I'm proud of the design. Of course, I'm not the one who came up with this. I never am. But I'm kind of adding my own twist, I suppose. So they do share walls right here, but everything else is fairly separate. Well, already, I know it's a little dark, but we do have kind of the basic design, what I'm going to go for here. I'm definitely going to have to take out some more of the roof, and I'm definitely going to go and have to get more concrete. But for now, I think we're looking alright. I did have to raise up these little beams. I'm going to have to raise up a little bit more, actually. But overall, I think we are looking pretty fine. So you know what? I'm just going to cut back to once I have all of these guys done, including the leaves and including the roof in here. And then I'll dig down, decorate the bottoms, and then we have to go and find our actual animals to get in here. So yeah, I will see you after I do that. Alrighty, I had to do a few trips. I had to go get some more concrete because we ran out fairly quickly. I had to get some leaves. Dang it. We're always running out of leaves here in the preposterous base because I use it a lot. But as you can see, we are basically done. I just have to dig down, get our nice pens looking all nice and fancy. Then we'll get our animals in here. But you may notice that I'm kind of going for a similar style as my farm hall. If we run all the way over through our lovely looking base, I really like running through here. You can see that I went for a similar style with the leaves. And actually, while we're here, I suppose we should look at how much wheat we ended up getting. Boom. That's a fair amount. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there should be about 10 on that side, too. We got about 20 stacks of wheat from one full harvest, and that is pretty epic, if I do say so myself. And actually, me going over and seeing that made me realize that I also need to go and get that iron that we started smelting quite a long while ago. Also, let me stop that. 47 ingots. But yeah, enough stalling. Let me dig out these little areas over here. We basically already have most of this dug out over here. But we just gotta dig out all these guys. Basically just go down 3 blocks and then place in our grass, place in our wooden walls, and then we will be looking pretty good to get those animals actually in here. And I was actually thinking that it might be a little fun to end off the episode with a nice dog hunt. So we gotta go find a dog. So yeah, I'm gonna mine out these guys.
Hey, we never actually end up getting a dog. I'm sorry, but there's always next episode.
Okay, so I have all of these guys dug out, the perfect amount of space to put in all of our stuff. Right here, you can see a very bare bones idea of what it's going to look like. So the animals would be down here, chilling. I'll have some cauldrons up against the wall filled with water. I'll put some flowers and some grass in here. Everything that, you need to survive. All of the animals' wildest dreams. And then we'll just do that down here. Alrighty, this place is really honestly starting to come together. You're really getting a nice feel for how it's eventually going to look. But now, I think it's time for a nice bit of decoration, or decor, if you want to be all fancy-like. Instead of doing cauldrons, because that would be very iron-intensive, not as if I couldn't even, I mean, I could afford it, but it's just a little unnecessary. Instead of cauldrons for feeding troughs, I am going to do these little things, which you will get a nice look at here. Just nice little, I guess, like, water trough. It's not a feeding trough, it's a water trough. And then I'm going to go grab some bone meal, and I'm just going to bone meal the place up just to give it a nice, overgrown, kind of nice little living area. I want it to feel, like it's got a lot of vegetation. I think it'll be a very nice area.
Alrighty, so I'm getting this bone meal down, and I must say it's looking fairly freaking nice. As you can see, I just finished, so I think it's time to go and get those animals. So I'm going to go grab some leads, and we will do a very fancy Team Fortress 2 style little montage bit. I really hope you like it. I'm very proud of it. Animal catching is actually a pretty good job. It's pretty freaking boring, though, I'm not going to lie. mean, sure, trapping animals isn't super fun, but someone's gotta do it, am I right?
Okay, after a fairly groovy TF2 time lapse with that nice music, it's time for the fun part. I've made myself a drop chute, goes all the way down to our little animal pens. I'm kind of just gonna shove them down and hope they don't die. So yeah. Alrighty, I need to lure all the guys down. Mr. Pig, you're gonna go first. He didn't die. That's a big old plus, because them dying would kind of suck. Alright, sheep, you're next. Whee! Chicken, you're next. You're gonna take a while, though. There you go. See, it's not even that bad. Pig, you're next. Come on. Come on, piggy. Come on. It's like their AI is broken. They're just standing. Cows, come on, guys. You're next. There you go. Go on. Take a fall. It's kind of fun pushing them off, I'm not gonna lie. There you go. It looks like they're all still alive. Sheep, you're second to last, and chicken, you were the last one. There you go. We have all the animals in their places, and I bred them all, so we now have 3 of each type of animal, and this place is looking really cool. This is where I keep all of their food, so, you know, if I'm like, I want to breed some sheep, just take some wheat, go down, and then I make them have baby. So yeah, this place is really cool. We basically have all 4 of our areas actually looking nice now, so I get to change these signs. Alrighty, so now our signs are official. Northern Wing Animal Farm, and to be decided. And man, I am exhausted. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. It's me, Jaboy. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, please, because I really like reading comments, and it's super fun, and it makes me happy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.